We have a solid top-ranked card this weekend, headlined by George Kambosos versus Maxi Hughes. And George Kambosos, this will be his first fight since taking 2 L's against Devin Haney last year. But we also have a co-feature for this fight. We have Keyshawn Davis, who I'm super excited to talk about. But before we get into that, welcome back to All Takes No Ifs. I'm Alex, and that's Christian. And to be honest, I am looking forward to seeing George Kambosos get back in the ring. A lot of people are saying that this is a must win for both fighters, which I think that is true. George
hmm
Kambosos, like I said in the beginning, is coming off 2 straight L's after he took the undisputed title from Teofimo Lopez, which everyone thinks was kind of a fluke. And George Kambosos wants to prove that wrong and come back up and become undisputed again, hopefully. But Christian, what do you think about this fight?
Well, if he's trying to prove it wrong, I don't think Maxi Hughes is the guy he should be going for. But at the same time, it's a solid name. Probably a little hard to get a higher matchup for Kambosos right now. In my opinion, I do think, in hindsight, the Teofimo win was kind of a fluke, considering we saw Teofimo put on one of the better performances all year against Josh Taylor. But Kambosos, he just really needs to avoid taking 3 straight L's. I feel like that is killer for a boxer if you're taking 3 straight losses in your career. But at the same time, he kind of already cashed out a little. Got the undisputed title against Teofimo, because you can argue Teofimo was never undisputed. But yeah, so he cashed out on that, got a good end of the Devin Haney matchups, but got cooked by Devin Haney. So uh, here he is now, kind of holding on to relevancy, but at the same time, he did what he had to do. So I give credit to Kambosos for that. But I don't know how I feel about him not making his way back up. As far as Maxi Hughes, though, not too big on Maxi Hughes either. I honestly would say I think Kambosos is better than Maxi Hughes off on paper. So interesting matchup, I guess you could say.
It's an interesting matchup, honestly. I think Maxi Hughes is a little better than a lot of people think. In
Mm-hmm.
2019, I think that was his last loss. He hasn't lost since then. So he's looked really good then. Has gotten a lot better since then, too. He's really confident in his abilities right now, too. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Maxi Hughes really bring this. Honestly, really wouldn't be surprised to see him win this fight, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
just because of the way Kambosos has looked. But Kambosos says he has some new stuff in the bag, so I'm not really too concerned with Maxi Hughes in this fight, but I just don't know what else Kambosos can bring to the table, to be honest.
And the thing is, Kambosos, all due respect to Kambosos be bullshitting on social media sometimes. He really talks up a big game, and respect to him. He was damn near undisputed champion at his weight class. Talk if you want, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's like he almost has like he talks about himself like he's like a mythical creature or something like that. It's just kind of weird. But like you said, I don't know what else he could really be adding at this point. It's just this man's at the tail end of his prime, I guess you could say. What new tricks do you really have? I don't know how I feel about that, but at the same time, we could see some new things that he wasn't able to showcase against Devin Haney that he could probably pull off against Maxi Hughes. So I don't know. Maybe we could see that, I guess, but new tricks up his sleeve, man.
Hey, you never know. You never
True,
know, honestly.
true.
So
Put in the work, maybe.
no, yeah, hey, he's definitely probably put in the work. I mean, it's been a while since he's been in the ring. I know he was taking some time off to be with family and stuff too. But before we get into our predictions, we would like to hear from y'all who y'all think is going to be winning this fight. Y'all think George Kambosos' comeback is going to be legit, or do you think Maxi Hughes is going to pull off the upset right here, even though he has the IBO World Lightweight title? We know that's not really that important of a title. It's not one of the main ones, but he's still got the title right now.
Yeah, we definitely want to hear your guys' predictions in the comments down below. Let us know for sure. But as far as our predictions, what are you thinking, Alex?
So to be honest, I'm thinking Kambosos is definitely gonna be looking pretty good in this. I know I said Hughes is no slouch. I don't sleep on him, but I think Kambosos is definitely gonna be here and got something to prove. I don't think he's gonna stop him in this fight, to be honest. Hughes has 5 KOs, Kambosos has 10. Both guys have been in, I think, a combined over 50 fights, so that's not a very good KO percentage combined for both of them. So I think this is gonna be a nice decision for Kambosos in the end.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Decision for Kambosos. And I think it's going to be a decently competitive fight. Not necessarily in people getting hurt, but just some back and forth boxing with Kambosos having the edge. Yeah, that's how I feel about that though. But as far as the co-main event, my guy Keyshawn Davis returning to the ring, only 8-0, already in his 10-round fights. I'm really glad to see that. Versus Francesco Patera, somebody with a good amount of fights under their belt, 28-3 with 10 KOs. An appropriate opponent, I feel like, for Keyshawn at this point. Honestly, good on paper, but something that they probably saw that's good for Keyshawn. Maybe added another dub to that record. Really looking forward to seeing Keyshawn back in the ring, though, because as I mentioned in previous recap, one of his rivals has made his way to the pro stage, and I feel like they're going to run into each other eventually in the pros. So I can't wait for that. The inevitable Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis, but Keyshawn obviously has got to get past Patera first, which I'm confident in it. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm confident in it too. This is honestly probably one of my favorite guys. Honestly, favorite top ranked guys too. I would say him and Delonte Tiger Johnson are my favorite two right now. But this guy is honestly, even though he's only got 8 professional fights right now, this dude is really, really close to contending for a world title. So I'm just really excited to see what he's going to do for this fight. And also, this dude has the potential to fight George Kambosos one day if George Kambosos wins this and keeps on doing what he's doing. So these guys could be on a collision course too.
Without a doubt. Honestly, that I think that makes a lot of sense because Kambosos, solid resume, obviously considering what he's accomplished in those 15 minutes. But Keyshawn Davis, Keyshawn is a really talented up and coming boxer, and I think that could kind of catapult him a little more than say like another tune-up fight, basically. So
Hmm.
who knows? Maybe Keyshawn could definitely get that lined up for himself, and I'm excited to see that. But also, let us know your prediction for Keyshawn's fight in the comments down below as well. As far as mine, I'm gonna say I think Keyshawn Davis is gonna stop Patera in the fifth round knockout for Davis.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go with a fourth round knockout for Davis in
Mm.
this. I think he'll get this done kind of. It's only a 10 round fight. I wouldn't say that's too early. That's kind of mid rounds right there. But I think Davis will get this done in the fourth round.
Fourth round, I could see it. He's been handling his previous opponents relatively easy, so like I could definitely see where you're coming from, having it be in the first half. But I'm excited to see both of these guys. This is a solid card co-main event right here. So it's in Oklahoma though. I still can't
Very
wrap my
strange
I
place.
can't wrap my head around that. So yeah, shout out to y'all in Oklahoma. Got a nice card over there for y'all. Make sure to pull up there. Honestly, I feel like it would have been doper if it was in Atlanta, but no, I'm playing. uh
We don't get fights here anymore.
nah. Who was it? I think Shakur
Tank,
fought
Tank,
Jamel.
no, Tank fought here a couple years ago.
Yep, Tank fought here. I think Shakur did face Jamel Herring here though. Not
Oh,
sure though.
I don't remember that to be honest.
Yeah, and I could be wrong. Probably am wrong, but it's all good. Regardless, though, really looking forward to this card this weekend. And if you guys want, go ahead and subscribe and check out our recap on this next weekend because it's going to be an eventful card to talk about for sure. And leave a like because any and all support is appreciated. And can't wait to cover these fights next week.
Oh yeah, we have a pretty big end of the month coming up to boxing right here. We got Inoue versus Fulton coming up on a
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday morning over
On a
here in the
Tuesday.
US. Then also that Friday you got Sinessa Estrada headlining a card for Top Rank, and then also Saturday we have the fight of the year. Hopefully, we got Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that. Make sure y'all hit
Team
subscribe
Bud.
subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this video too. But until then, peace.
Peace.